Hey everyone, today is a big day. The volume 2 of Mediabee Cinematic LUT Collection is finally out. It's been really months of experimenting, refining, and honestly pouring my heart into creating something that feels truly cinematic. And I can't wait for you to try it out. And to celebrate the launch, I'm doing a giveaway for 6 people. Each will get both collections, Volume 1 and the brand new Volume 2, worth $168 per bundle, for a total prize value of over $1,000. And I'll tell you exactly how to enter the giveaway in a minute, but first let me show you how to use these LUTs. Let's dive in. So, to get the LUTs, just head over to my website, mediabeecolorlab.com, and click on Mediabee LUTs. You'll see both collections there. You can click on either one to explore, check out the before and after examples, read about how each LUT affects the image, and just get a feel for the overall tone of the pack. When you're ready to grab them, just hit the Buy Full Pack button at the top and follow the steps. As soon as your payment goes through, you'll receive an email with the full collection. And that's all 16 LUTs plus the user manual, ready to download right away. And to celebrate this launch, I'm offering a special launch discount for the first buyers. You can use discount code V2LAUNCH to get the new LUT collection for $69. But this offer is only valid until November the 16th, 10 a.m. That's Eastern Time, so don't miss it. And one more thing, if you'd like to get both packs together, there is also a bundle option at the bottom of the previous page. You'll get all 32 cinematic LUTs for $129, which means you're saving around $40 right away. Once you've purchased and downloaded the LUTs, first you need to unzip the file. Then installing them in DaVinci Resolve is super easy. Just go to your project settings, then under Color Management, find the section called Lookup Tables. And here click Open LUT Folder button. Then you just drag and drop or copy and paste the Mediabee LUTs folder into the LUT folder. Once that's done, go back to Resolve, hit Update Lists, and click Save. And that's it. You'll now see all your Mediabee LUTs available inside the LUTs panel, ready to use. Now, let's talk about how to actually use the LUTs. First, let's make sure your project settings are right. I recommend using DaVinci YRGB Color Science, setting your timeline color space to DaVinci White Gamut Intermediate, and your output to Rec 709 Gamma 2.4. Also double check that your LUT interpolation is set to tetrahedral. This is really important for DaVinci to read and apply the LUTs accurately. Now, the crucial thing to remember is that these LUTs are designed to work in the DaVinci White Gamut Intermediate color space. So you'll want to apply them between two CST nodes. In your input CST, select your source camera color space. And yes, these LUTs work beautifully with any camera footage, even Rec 709. Just make sure to transform it into DaVinci White Gamut Intermediate. Here in this CST, I recommend turning tone mapping off, except if you're working with non-log footage that is already in Rec 709. Then in your output CST, go from DaVinci White Gamut Intermediate to your display space, that is Rec 709 Gamma 2.4 here. So just make sure your CST nodes are set up correctly before applying the LUTs. That's really the key to getting the intended cinematic result. Now, let's talk about how to apply the LUTs. In the first group, we have footage that is already pretty balanced. So you don't really need to do much. Just drag and drop one of the LUTs into the LUT node in the middle, and then you're good to go. That's simple. However, one thing to understand is that each LUT brings its own character to the image. So you really need to know how each LUT behaves. That's what helps you make intentional creative decisions. For instance, in this image, if you want a more neutral look, you can try ARRI or Ashen. If you want something colder, go with Argent. For a softer look, maybe Solara. But for example, I wouldn't use Citrine here. It's a pretty strong look for a daytime outdoor scene. Of course, that depends on your creative intent, but generally speaking, it might be too much for this shot. Citrine, on the other hand, could work really well for this night scene, since it's moodier and has those practical lights in frame. Or if you're going for a darker, more print-like feel, you can go with Eterna 2383. Now, let's check another scene. Here we can start again with a more neutral look, maybe ARRI or Ashen. If you want a bit more warm bias, try Solara or maybe Dustland. For a colder, moodier tone, you can go to Argent. Nice. And if you want a more desaturated cold look, try Pallor. As we said, it really depends on what your intentions are. Now, let's look at this shot. Here the base image is already quite warm by default, so we can start with something neutral, maybe ARRI or Ashen. We can also test Equa, which is neutral but with slightly cooler shadows. Or let's try Crimson Dusk. I actually like this one. How about Neutralis 85? This one opens up the image a little bit more. If you want more warmth, you can use Solara again. And if you want even more, try Dustland. This one looking pretty solid to me. Okay, let's check one or two more shots. Again, starting with neutral looks. I like this one, Ashen. For a colder or more contrasty feel, let's try Tracer. If it feels too cold, go back to Solara. If you need more warmth, just jump to Dustland. Or we can even try Eterna 2383 here. As we said again, it all depends on your taste and narrative intention here. And in this one, for example, I already like the base colors, so I would probably go with Grand Kyoto, which brings in that beautiful pastel tone and creamy contrast. Alright, let's pause for a moment here and talk about the giveaway. As I mentioned at the beginning, I'm giving away both Volume 1 and Volume 2 of the Mediabee Cinematic LUT Collections to 6 lucky people. That's a total of 32 cinematic LUTs worth $168 each, which adds up to over $1,000 in total prizes. And entering is super simple. Just like this video, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Once you do that, your name will automatically be added to the giveaway list. And don't forget, the deadline to enter is Thursday, November the 20th, 2025. And I'll be announcing the winners on November the 22nd, right here on the Mediabee YouTube channel. So, again, don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe for your chance to win both volumes of the Mediabee Cinematic LUT Collections. Okay, now let's look at some shots that need a bit of balancing before applying the LUTs. Here, let's apply a LUT to this image first. It looks pretty, but we're losing some information in the shadows, so we need to fix that. Let's go to the previous node and lift those dark areas a little using the HDR wheels. Maybe bring up the light a touch as well. Let's check before and after. Yes, looking much better now. Let's try some other LUTs here too. Let's apply Dustland. Not bad actually, I like it. How about Solara? Wow, I like this one too. Maybe something more neutral. A bit too neutral for me. How about ashen? Much better. But honestly, I think I like what Eterna 2383 does to this image. Let's check this next shot. As you can see in the waveform, this one is quite lifted. We could try adding a LUT, but as you can see, it wouldn't really show the full potential of the LUT. So let's balance the image first in the previous node. Here, just for practicality, I'll use the control panel, but of course you can do the same thing with your mouse. Okay, I think looking good now. Let's turn the LUT node back on. Yes, much more balanced and cinematic. Maybe I'll lift the shadows just a little using the HDR wheels. Beautiful. Let's try a few more LUTs. How about ARRI here? Not the best fit for this image. Maybe ashen? Yes, now we have some warmth in the shadows. How about crimson dusk? Not bad actually. Solara? Interesting one, but I think Dustland is the one for this shot. Alright, next one. Here we can see that the image sits toward the bottom of the waveform, so it needs some lifting and mid-tone contrast as well. Again, I'll use the control panel and make some adjustments with the primary wheels. Yes, that's better. Let's apply a LUT. Wow, looks pretty nice to me. I like this one. How about crimson dusk? Okay, a little more red in the shadows, but I think ashen was better here. What about aqua? Much colder shadows, but we can go even colder than that with argent if you want. You know, just remember, it all depends on what you're looking for in the image. How about dustland? Quite stylized. I like it. Anyway, let's move on to the next shot. Here, the issue is mostly white balance. We can see a noticeable red cast. If we were to apply a LUT here, even a neutral one, it would go even redder, as you can see. So, let's reset it and balance the image first. I'll use the HDR global wheel to get rid of the red cast. As I make the adjustment, I'm watching the skin tone. Maybe add just a little warmth. Okay, now let's apply the LUT. Yes, much better. If you want to tweak the white balance again, you can always go back to the previous node and make small adjustments. Let's use the gamma wheel this time. Yes, I like it. Let's check before and after. Wow, big difference. How about era? A different feel. Crimson dusk? I like that one. But I think I'd go with ashen here. Lastly, let's take a look at this shot. Again, this one needs some lifting so we can properly expose his face. If we just apply a LUT now, it will look too dark, of course. So let's reset and balance our image first. Here I'll use again the primary wheels. Looking better now. Let's apply the LUT. Much better. But here I think the LUT is doing a bit too much to the image. So one thing we can do is lower the key output of the LUT node. In other words, reduce the strength of the LUT. Let's check before and after. Nice, I like it. We can try another LUT. How about Eterna 2383? Beautiful, looking very cinematic, I think. Alright, that wraps up for today. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been supporting Mediabee Color Lab. Whether you've been here since the first pack or you're just discovering the channel, I truly appreciate you. These LUTs were created with so much care and love for cinematic color, and I can't wait to see how you use them in your own work. Don't forget, you can still grab the launch discount or enter the giveaway before the deadlines. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps me keep building this creative space for filmmakers and colorists like you. Thanks again for being part of this journey, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.